So the question is, when a snitch comes home, who's gonna shoot the shooter? When the shooter that's home for snitching most likely snitched on the shooter who decided that he wasn't gonna tell.
Like the what it do, sitting with the crew, I had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta go in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
Yo, what's up, man? It's Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, with a type of Rikers Island story, which is also going to be an educational lesson, because this needs to be out, because I'm tired of the politics that's going on in the hood. I'm tired of the politics that's going on in the street. I think a lot of dudes is frauds. I think a lot of dudes ain't built like that, and it's okay to not be built like that. It's okay to not want to be a gangster, not want to be a street dude. It's okay if you get yourself into something, right? It's okay to decide that you don't want to be involved in that life no more, and people should be allowed to freely leave, okay? The topic of this story is why most snitches never get touched, never get harmed when they get released. AKA, the street code is trash, the street code is washed, and the street code as of definitely 2021 is non-existent. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I have had communications with people from the area where I live. This outpost stuff has been going on as well. And even down here where I'm at, I hear certain stories, and a lot of stories that they say about the street life, you know what I'm saying? As far as the violence is real, but the honor, the loyalty does not exist. It don't exist, and I'm gonna explain why, right? Most snitches will not be harmed when they get released. And therefore, if anyone decides to be in a gang, be in any kind of street organization, do any kind of crimes with anybody, and y'all saying y'all from the streets, right? Everyone should admit to each other that when I go down, first of all, let's ride this out as long as we can, because when we go down, we gonna tell on each other. Because everybody acting like they so loyal, okay? I've seen dynasties crumble, okay? I've seen people go to people's mother house, eat people's mother food and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And then go snitch on that man because that man took your girl, or that man slept with a girl that was a known freak anyway. This stuff in 2021 that all these dudes be doing, you know what I'm saying, that got them going to Rikers Island, going up north, you know what I'm saying, getting these big indictments. Literally every single indictment that happens, New York, Philly, Atlanta, LA, somebody always snitch. Somebody always snitch. Like, I don't get it. Like my people, we was never even trying to be on like some real gangster rah-rah stuff until y'all started copying off the Italians. Like they so much better than anybody, when at the end of the day, we all being oppressed. We all in an impoverished, disenfranchised form of living. But because they get a little bit more famous, we start copying off them, right? As soon as they made the RICO laws, everybody started telling on each other, man. All the mafia dudes is rats. All of them. They all rats. It ain't too many famous mafia dudes that's not a rat. So my thing is that since we copied off of that same thing transitioned to where we at. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing crazy stories about dudes snitching and going home and bagging out guns on people, daring them to do something. The reason why snitches don't get touched is because the average snitch, the average known rat, already had a name in the streets for being a shooter. So the question is, when a snitch comes home, who's gonna shoot the shooter? When the shooter that's home for snitching most likely snitched on a shooter who decided that he wasn't gonna tell, who decided that he was gonna stand on something which is always admirable, which should always be respected. But it's far few and in between, you know what I'm saying? Like people like from where I come from, Melly Mel, Killer, 13. People like that, far few in between, man. Minority, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is this, if you watching this, what you even involving yourself in the street for? Like, if we gonna acknowledge the streets, like I say this to people who come from the same communities I come from. If you gonna be in the streets, if you gonna jack the streets, right? Why not everybody acknowledge, right, that if I go to jail and they offer me too much time, I'm telling. Why do we act like it's not gonna happen? Why do dudes have fun with each other, do all these crimes for each other, which is all for male validation? Because nobody get killed in no gang wars now is over thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. It's literally over a name, a block, a girl, an Instagram post, a Twitter post, a diss track, over a drill beat. Right? Dudes is telling in the car on the way to the precinct. Dudes is telling, man. And this is the thing, man. Most of y'all watching this, you in gangs, whatever, you in the streets, right? Take it from somebody who survived the streets, right? Take it from somebody who watched his closest friends go down. Take it from somebody who watched his man snitch on his older brother and give him 40, okay? Y'all not built like that. Y'all dudes in gangs that get mad when I make these videos talking about losses the Bloods took or the Crips took, Latin Kings, whoever. Those of you who get mad and want to act tough, this, that, and the third, here's the thing. If you do something to me and you do something with your friend, 9 times out of 10, y'all both get locked up for murder. He gonna snitch on you or you gonna snitch on him. For all y'all who wanna be in the streets, wanna be in the gang this, gang that, blase blah, blase blah, right? Your mans who's a shooter, he gets locked up, right? He gets locked up and snitches and comes home. Chances are you're not gonna do nothing. That's what's real. Chances are you're not gonna do nothing. And here's another thing, right? Why should you have to do anything? Why should you have to do anything? You didn't get locked up. You didn't do no time. Why should you have to risk getting taken away from your kids, your family, your mother, your wife, girlfriend, whoever, just to abide by a street code that is flawed like every other system that America has to do with? Everything is flawed. Every system is flawed in America. So of course the street code is flawed. Every code is flawed. You know what I'm saying? Why should you have to put it all on the line, killing somebody or shooting somebody who snitched on somebody else? Why should you? The only way to avoid that is by not being in the streets. Like, I'm tired of watching the stupidity, okay? Like the stupidity. Like, a lot of you niggas is dumb and you asking for it. I don't know if like y'all on the down low, y'all really like men, so as much as you can, you just want to be down, you want to be close to people, even to the point where y'all doing crimes together. I don't know if it's like that. I don't know if you really just want someone to accept you. You really, as a young man, it's a masculine energy that we all crave to be a part of. There's a camaraderie that we claim to be a part of, that we want to be a part of. But at what point, right, is people in my generation and older, right, collectively, right? Because the only reason why all these things keep happening is because my generation and older, we don't collectively or even majority, right, come together as men, whether you rich, not rich, but as intellectuals, to come together and fight against the continuation of the unnecessary violence in our communities, the gang wars, the gang violence. Okay, now I have a channel where I talk about how these things happen, but I don't just talk about these things that happen. I offer a perspective. I offer the fact that this happened and this could happen to you, and you if you don't take heed. I tell stories. I show my flaws. I be transparent. I talk about the flaws of others. I talk about what other people been through that come from where I come from. But it's always to be educational and push people to do something different. Here's the facts of the situation, okay? If you're watching this video, right? Whatever gang you in, if it's 10 of y'all, right? 10 of y'all get locked up, right? 2 or 3 of y'all is telling. And it's either you who watching this video right now, looking in my face, it's either gonna be you, and if it's you, you know it's you. You know it's you, and you've been lying to yourself for a long time. I don't even know why you're doing it to yourself. It's either gonna be you, or it's gonna be the last person who you text that's in cahoots with you to do anything, or the next person you gonna text. And that's the facts of the situation, man. The street code is done, okay? Most snitches will not be touched when they come home because people are afraid of them. Most snitches are people who like Nicky Barnes, okay? People who caught bodies, people with power, but rap because somebody slept with his damn girl. You know what I'm saying? But the average rat, okay, has caught a murder. That's why rats not gonna be touched. Therefore, we need to figure out something different, men, not just black men. Men in the struggle, period, man. Navajo, black, white, Haitian, whoever. We gotta figure out something better, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.